HipHopGamerShow.com. We out.
It's the HipHopGamer Show. What it is, HipHopGamer Show. What it is, HipHopGamer Show. What it is, what I'm about, no doubt. Let's get it poppin'. It's the HipHopGamer Show. What it is, HipHopGamer Show. What it is, HipHopGamer Show. What it is, what I'm about, no doubt. Let's get it poppin'. It's the HipHopGamer, dog. I'm ready to play. Competition in my position, I blow 'em away. See, I heard the Call of Duty and I answered it quick. I got infinite ammo, never run out of clips. Style is wicked, handle my business, so come with it. They wanna see me fall, but I'm a man with resistance. Sick with it, spit raw, podcast turns off. I lay the smack down with my God of war. In the zone when I'm online, I hot as when I kick rhymes. PlayStation, Xbox, I'm hot on the town. Roll with a load of downs, gamer girls love my shine. Shout out to 50 bulletproof when I'm on the grind. I kick the facts when I'm talking about games. Some other cats in this industry is born and lame. See, I'm loud and direct, and I give you what you want. HipHopGamer, journalist #1.
Well, before that, I just want to say that if I see you at a show, I'm grabbing you. You are definitely, you have the best interviews. I say to myself, and I said to you, I said, uh-oh, there's HipHopGamer. He's got his belt. Yeah. Because if you tell us to wear the belt, we know we have a quality game. I don't see everyone holding the belt.
Yeah. I don't see anyone else with a belt.
So much love to the HipHopGamer from Lionhead Studios. HipHopGamer is the man.
Yeah. And also, September 17th, you can play this demo at home from Xbox Live. October 9th, the game is out. Keep your eyes peeled.
Yo, what's up, man? It's your boy, the one and only HipHopGamer. I'm keeping it gangster right now. We're over here at PAX Prime, and it's prime time because we got Fable Journey. Now, first off, I want to tell you this. I walked up, right? Now, at E3, I didn't get a chance to play it. So I walked up, and I saw it. My man, yeah, that's my man right there. So he stopped me, and I finally got a chance to play it, actually. Now, the first thing I want to say is this. I love the fact that it reacts to your natural gestures. That's the first thing. So I'll give you an example. They was throwing arrows at me, son. It was crazy, and I was able to just go like this and block, and just put my arm up like in a real fight, just block. And it responded exactly how it felt, you know? So that right there was good. That was real good. So how did you guys manage to be able to combine magical spells also with the defense with what's going on screen? I know that's not easy, so how do you guys manage to do that?
We took a bunch of game designers and we got them to go to street fights. And I'm kidding.
I like that too. I like that story.
Now, what happened was we looked, you know, human nature, right? If you're going to do a game that's based on gestures, you've got to see how people react naturally. So we were like, right, if I went to throw a punch at you right now, you'd block, right? If you had a big boulder rolling towards you, you'd lean out the way. Yeah. So we figured that, hey, you know, if we're going to do this, we should base it on people's natural instinct. Because when my girlfriend plays Mario Kart, she twists her whole body and it frustrates the hell out of me, but that's her natural instinct. Yeah. So we based, by doing that, it meant that when you were playing, you could pick it up, get used to it, but also as you were playing, you'd pick up new things, right? So I saw you were doing after touch, you were pulling things like out the air, you were knocking rocks back, so you even pulled the head off a Hollow Man. Do you remember that bit?
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you something right now. What's so cool about the way they got the game set up is it goes by if you're left-handed or right-handed. So if like I'm left-handed, so my offense was on my left hand and my defense was on the right? So I could reach out and grab someone and go like this and rip their arm off. You hear me? Rip their arm off. And then you hear the sound effect of it popping off, so you get the satisfaction. You know what I'm saying? Then you could go up and take their head off. But the cool thing about it is the combination that you guys added. So in the process of ripping their arm off, you could come with this hand and then you could hold it back, or you could go like this and turn it into a fireball, and it has voice recognition. To me, you know, the combination of everything that you guys is doing, how has the experience with the Kinect been? Because you gotta understand, at one point it was Project Natal, and a lot of people had their doubts. Now it's starting to really come to fruition that this is a real product and not just an add-on gimmick. So now that you guys work with this game and use all the dynamics, like, how do you personally feel about Kinect and where it could go?
It's just getting better and better. I mean, we've been working closely with Rare and some of the other internal studios at Microsoft, and you see this guy that's playing, he's sitting down. It's a first for Kinect. You know, we've spent a lot of time developing it. I don't know if you've seen the Nike Plus training. Those guys are lying down. So yeah, as Kinect is growing and growing and growing, all these new updates to the software, it's making it better and better. And one of the other things that I want to point out is just how good the game looks. You commented on it a few times as you were playing, right?
Yeah. Now, I'm gonna tell you one part, right? They set me up with this boss battle that I didn't know was about to happen, right? So I'm up here, I'm like, okay, you know, what's going on? I'm chilling and stuff. And then you see this big giant monster come out, and the cool thing about it is the special effects. So let's say you fall somewhere, you'll see like a flash as if you really got hit, and you get kind of blurry. And then you see skulls and crossbones all around you, and it looks incredible. It looks very detailed. For a Kinect title, it looks very detailed. Now my man said it's the best looking Kinect game. And I was really trying to think from a Kinect only standpoint, and I will say this, it's easily like top 3 out of the, like, because I like this one, and there's 2 other ones that I like, but because this one is an adventure game and there's more exploration, it takes more power. You see what I'm saying? So it takes more power, and it look that good, that means that it's top tier.
Fable fan, right, as well.
And I'm gonna tell you right now, shout out to Peter Molyneux. I am a Fable fan, and even though Fable 2, I think a lot of people said was the best one. They love the dynamics and getting married and everything like that. This game right here, it's amazing how you bring all those dynamics without the need for a controller. Yeah, that's amazing.
You know, it's the best looking Fable game, no question. But also it's about 15 hours long. So anyone who loves Fable and who loves the story that we have in our Fable games, we bring back characters like Teresa. You've just seen the Troll, the Hollow Man. Yeah, she's back. Yeah. I mean, and what's great about it is we go into her backstory more than ever before, because when we finished Fable 3, loads of people were like, hey, Teresa, she was more mystical than ever. Like we want to know her background, so we just thought, hey, you know, we got a great opportunity here to teach people about what makes her tick. You know, she's always been a little bit crazy. You never quite know what's going on.
I never got a chance to end Fable 3 yet. You know what I'm saying? I didn't end Fable 3 yet, but I love the combat and design in Fable 3. It's crazy.
It's set 50 years after Fable 3. So you should play. You should finish Fable 3 and then check out this, because it does continue on. But we've made it so that we have these fresco sequences. So if you haven't played a Fable, no problem. We tell you what's happened. But if you have, you'll notice all these little things. Like remember the spire from Fable 2, the big tower, plays a crazy role in Fable. I'm trying to use crazy. You know?
I got something for you. Check this out. I got something for you. Now, in this particular game, I remember in the trailer, you had like the horse and carriage joint where you was riding out and stuff like that. Will you guys have like some sort of vehicle, like combat and all that stuff? Like explain that, because I didn't get a chance to see that, and that was actually something I was hoping for. I wanted to see if I could, you know, get more dynamic in the game.
Well, the way that you travel around the world is on your horse and cart.
Okay.
So you have a horse called Seren, who you start the game with. And that's actually when you first encounter Teresa. You bump into her on your horse and cart, you get off. But then when you get to these places, like the Barrow, the quest that you just played, you get off your horse and cart, you leave it behind, and you go out on foot. And that's when you start to explore. So it's still got the exploring that you've come to know and love in previous Fable games, but we make you travel around in a really awesome way, and also intuitive. Because Kinect, you can use it to as you would a normal horse and cart, so you crack the reins. But like, don't over crack the reins, because you'll start to hurt your horse. You know what Fable's like.
Oh, that's Yo, that is sick. Now, because you know what I love? I love the fact that games nowadays, even though it's sci-fi, it's fantasy, there's such a realism like to it now, and you guys implemented it with the use of just your hands. Like, that's so sick right there. Now, here's another question. I got a few more questions for you, right? Now, considering the success of Fable Journey and doing it the Kinect way, do you guys got plans, like if you release another Fable that uses a controller, would you do a combination of the controller and Kinect, like some kind of way?
That wrote me into a question that'll get me fired, right? I see what you're doing. You're throwing me a curveball. You're throwing me a curveball.
I'm digging, man.
Nah, I mean, you know what? We've always said, as long as people still want to play an Albion, as long as people still want more Fable games, then we're going to try our best. I mean, I've been working in Fable for almost a decade. You know, I don't feel like I'm done yet. So we'll see. We love Fable, and we'll see what happens over the next few years. Now, that's about what I can say. Now,
here's something I wanted to ask you guys, because one of the trends in the industry is how other characters is being featured in other games. Come on. Like, you know what I'm saying? It'd be great to see some sort of Fable flavor. I like that. You can quote that. Some Fable flavor in some other games and branching it off. Just because this, I mean, ever since Xbox, the first original Xbox, Fable has always been a staple for Microsoft. So to see them expand in other games in terms of the energy, that'd be great. Have you guys do you guys have any plans or even thought about licensing out like the Fable name to other type of games?
So we've just released a book, I can tell you that much. The book came out last week, so we are definitely branching out into other areas. I think it's one of those things you can't do one step at a time. Like, we'll do a book, this is our third now, we're starting to get real traction. Like, people are going like, we want more books, we want more books. So we're helping, because, you know, Fable is inherently all about the story. So we are starting to branch out into that. Okay. Obviously, we've had games like Fable Coin Golf, on Windows Phone, and we had pub games for Fable 2, we had Fable Heroes. So we are starting to really push out. And like I mentioned, as long as people want it, we'll try and deliver it.
Thank you. See, that's what I love. Now, magic. Here's the part, the most impressive part of Kinect to me with this game is this. When you wave your hand and it turns into a fireball, but you can actually save. No, he went to the Kinect camera and said, flame on. He said flame on, and it turned into a flame, son. That right there, I was sold from there, just because I felt like I got total control of what I'm doing. So when I did that, I love the fact that you got all this energy, but that was 8 hours into the game that I played. So my question is, I want to know what more can we expect in terms of magic, you know, weapons, all types of stuff. Like, I want to know, could you mix spells up and create your own? I want to know all of that. What's up?
So that's a great question. So you start off the game, you start off with your bolt and the force push that you had with your other hand, the green spell. Okay. And that's it for like the first half an hour or so, and you're kind of getting used to it, because obviously no one's cast magic before, right? Apart from maybe if
tutorial period.
Maybe if you've had a few too many drinks, you feel like you've cast magic, but no one actually ever has, unless you're Harry Potter. So what we're saying is, look, we're going to introduce you spells as you go along. You saw the fireball, we've also got the shard, which you threw like a javelin. Then they all had their aftertouch, which is their secondary motions. Remember when you were casting out and you're pulling down? And that's so we can take it to a level whereby it's intuitive to pick up, you can get used to it, you're throwing spells, but then it goes deeper. You start to upgrade stuff. Like, you didn't see it in your playthrough, but you can upgrade your spells as you go along. You can bring out like the bolt spell, really simple, you know, the blue one, the bolt that you were flying. An upgrade for that makes it bounce off creatures. So you throw one bolt and it goes ping, ping, ping like a pinball. Okay. So yeah, I mean, it's still got the RPG elements that people have come to know and love. And you mentioned like dual wielding spells. One of the favorites of our creative director, Gary, what he loves to do is he uses a force push, holds a creature in place, and then with his other hand, he goes pow, 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 as it's waiting there. So it's totally up to you. And you would strafing as well, you're leaning, you're dodging. Yeah. Every combat encounter will be different for each person because of their favorite spell, their upgrades, the way that they want to play it. So it's really deep.
I have a question for you. This right is the last question. With your experience working with Fable, I spoke to Major Nelson about this too, so I hope you listening, Major. Now, I would love to see Microsoft get more known as the company that create more exclusives, right? Okay. Now, after what I've seen what you guys done with the Kinect and this brand, I know that there's other games that you guys are probably thinking about that would love to create new worlds, new characters, and things like that. Now, there's another game called Bulletstorm that came out, and Bulletstorm reminds me of this actually, because you had it where you could reach out, grab someone and do this, and then you could combine between the gun and the force field. And I see that here with the magic spells. So now here's the question. If you guys have the opportunity to make a brand new game using these gameplay mechanics, what game would it be? Like, what kind of game would it be? Yeah, put them on the spot. I love that. What kind of game would it be? And if you can do it, do you feel that the gamers would accept it from you? The reason why is because a lot of times gamers only want you to make what they want you to make, and they don't want you to branch off. So how would you do this?
Well, you know, I don't want to reveal all my ideas, because, you know, you might start up a game dev company, and before I know it, HipHopGamer is shipping my game, right? No, but in all seriousness, one of the things, or a lot of the things that people have come to us after they've played is they say, you know what, I played Fable the Journey, and I felt powerful. And when you think of that as a concept, if you wanted to make a superhero game, for example, I think this could be perfect. Because superheroes is all about feeling powerful. You saw Flame On, right? You said that, it changed your perception.
I got so much love for you right now. You don't understand. The reason why I brought that up is because when you said flame on, I thought about the Human Torch. You know what I'm saying? Then when I was playing, I felt like I was Iron Man. The reason why I brought this up, you see what I'm saying? So the reason why I brought this up is because as great as Fable is, I know there's gonna come a time where from a developer standpoint, you wanna do something new and creative. And I feel you guys have the tools and you created something that nobody else got. I love Sony, I love Nintendo, but they don't even got this. And I really feel you guys are in a position to change the game.
You know how the games industry works, right? We all look at each other's games and we all sort of take little bits from each other. The technology we've developed for Kinect, where you can sit down, anyone can have that. You know, if someone wants to come to us and say, look, we've been impressed with the stuff that you're doing, we want to make a Kinect game, go for it. You know, it's for us, we just want to help show that Kinect can have core games too. You know, you can sit down, you can play for 15 hours, you can get engrossed in a story and feel powerful. And we hope that, hey, this could bring in a whole new wave of Kinect titles where, you know, people start to feel powerful when they're playing. So,
yo, I just want to thank you both. You know what I'm saying? And what I want to do is I want to grab the camera